Dwight Manfredi Sylvester Stallone has always been the focus of Tulsa King, but Season 2 of the crime show is finally giving the rest of his gang some much-deserved attention. Already, Tulsa King Season 2 is off to a quick start, and Dwight is already under quite a bit of pressure. With new threats from Cal Thresher, Bill Bevilacqua, and even the United States government, his criminal empire is under a massive threat. Luckily, however, the show has also taken time to give some attention to the rest of his crew. Though Dwight is the star of the show, the cast of Tulsa King Season 2 is filled with compelling characters. Already, those side characters are getting their individual moments in the spotlight. By the end of Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 2, Mitch got a chance to show just how persuasive he could be, and Goodie was faced with a potentially earth-shattering decision to make. Where Tulsa King Season 2 is really shining, however, is not in those individual character moments, but in how it depicts Dwight's gang as a whole. One of the best and most underrated parts of Tulsa King Season 2 is how it lets the members of Dwight's gang like Fred, Grace, Mitch, Tyson, and Bodie grow closer together and have a sort of found family dynamic. There have already been several great moments where the gang jokes around and has a good time together as a group. For example, everyone got to celebrate and joke around about Bigfoot in Tulsa King Season 2 when Dwight got out on bail. They also got to show how well they work together and how they all have each other's backs while stealing catalytic converters for Armand. Seeing the members of Dwight's gang actually be friends with each other is a really fun and endearing part of the show. Tulsa King Season 1 had some funny moments and a few good jokes, but Season 2 is turning the show into a comforting series. There's something really heartwarming about the quiet moments between Dwight's crises, where all the members of the gang get to just hang out and be familiar. It's almost like hanging out with old friends, and Tulsa King has benefited greatly from it. It's also a marked improvement over how the structure of Tulsa King Season 1 held the gang back. Even though the gang's family dynamic is such a great part of Tulsa King, the first season didn't do a great job of depicting them as a family. In Tulsa King Season 1, Dwight was a newcomer, and a fairly unwelcome one at that. The members of his gang were there unwillingly, and they resented him for it, which made it impossible to call them a family. In Tulsa King Season 2, however, everyone is working with Dwight willingly. That was a small but important change, and it let the gang have more endearing qualities simply due to the structure of the story. Probably the best example of just how well the gang's family dynamic works is Jelly Roll's cameo in Tulsa King Season 2. Mitch and Grace got to pull a prank on Dwight by not telling him that Jelly Roll was a famous singer, and after the country artist did his performance, all three laughed together. It was a funny and sweet moment, and one that was unique to Tulsa King Season 2. Mitch and Grace never would have joked around with Dwight like that in Tulsa King Season 1, and it's proof that the show can be really endearing while still being a thrilling crime drama. Jelly Roll's cameo also proved something about Dwight and Tulsa King in general. Those heartfelt moments Dwight shares with the gang, the times when he jokes around with them, are really the essence of what he's trying to accomplish. Dwight is building a family as much as he's building a criminal empire, and Tulsa King's joking moments are the reward for those efforts. It's almost as if the show is confirming what Dwight said during his arraignment, that he has significant ties to the community in Tulsa. Tina and Joanne may be Dwight's family by blood, but the gang is his family by choice. Even though focusing on the gang slows down the pace of Tulsa King Season 2 much more than its predecessor, it's still very much appreciated. Part of the reason that the gang's family dynamic is so valuable is that it gets to the core of what Tulsa King is really about: family. Throughout Tulsa King Season 1, Dwight was trying to reconnect with his biological family, mainly Tina. Tulsa King Season 2 is already proving that Dwight has room for several more people in his family, and that he's happy to let them be part of his life.